I'm not sure how we're feeling, but this is more a case of we really do need to actually start playing more games. We haven't played as many games during my time off as I was hoping. I woke up today and I played a couple of casuals as a heat check, and it was just Valkyries, 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 and I'm just so over it. So I hung out on Discord for a bit, and then I slept. Then I watched Ejecti stream, Valkyries, Valkyries, Valkyries. I'm just sick to death of it. I'm really over this right now. I can't wait for the expansion to get here. I didn't jump into ranked for the first 2 weeks because I was just tired of seeing Valkyries constantly. So I'm putting games in because I think I need to put in a body of work. We need to actually start grinding a bit. But I think there's a possibility that I walk away from this session, like to hell with this, you know. And instead I just take a few days off. That shouldn't matter anyway because we're getting towards the end of the week. It's Thursday right now, so we're getting towards the end of the week, you know, and late week and the weekend is when my shifts are at work. Like, I have really heavy shifts at the end of the week, and the start of the week is when I try and put in time, and I get to play a lot more mythgard. But just because of Valkyries, I wanted to play mythgard, but I wanted to enjoy myself as well. I didn't want to play if I was going to be miserable and do really long sessions where I just wasn't that into it. I would like to know what's taking so long though. Is no one available at all to play? There must be someone. While we're on the subject though, look at this. Like, Myth has been on a streak. This is impressive. He has put, like, we're talking about body of work. I guess Myth isn't over Valkyries yet. He's more than happy to sort of get in there, grind it out. This is pretty amazing, actually. Oh, that as well. Ejecti was streaming. I hate turning up on streams. Problem is that if I ended up matching up with Myth, we were going to end up on stream 7 times out of 10. You know, if me and Myth are playing each other and Ejecti's waiting for a match, he's probably going to scroll over to that match. And Myth is also sort of very vocal and well known. So it was a match that was probably going to get watched. And you know, my hate for streamers, I just thought, is this really worth it right now? I don't really want to play all that much. The irony though is just to try and grab some coins, not completely waste of time. I thought I'd try out some stuff in Brawl and Gauntlet and, you know, so on. In Brawl we immediately met Valkyrie Rider, so even against the AI we could not get away from Valkyries. So frustrating. Yeah, just allow it, man. Like, this is too long. This is too long. The expansion was promised a long time ago. The state of the game right now is just toxic. No one's streaming right now. Anyway, so if I'm being honest, I'd actually like to play Myth a couple of times, but I think we're in different zones, so he might be clocking out as we go in. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping we can just grab a game or two with Myth. That's what I'd like out of this session. I don't know if we could snipe him. Maybe we should have waited until his match ended, but it looked like it had only just started. So. Oh. Am I missing something? Is this new? I don't quite know what to make of this. You don't have a 3 then, if you do that. I don't want to leave Sea Lord's Trident available while... Okay. This is probably the play. But, you know, let's be honest here. I think this was a mistake. I should have put it in the corner, because if it's put over here, my Panacea can't get to it until the Trapezus goes down, and we're trying to weigh the Panacea over to this side. But I'm also trying to weigh to the right, so we can set up for Sugar Plum Fairy. Okay. This isn't so bad, actually. We can either get Sea Lord's Trident and let it die, or we can... That's a lot of value we're losing, though. I think we grabbed the Trident, right? I don't know. I really don't know. Letting Trapezus die here really sucks, doesn't it? I suppose we could argue it's done its job. I don't know. Panacea actually this way, because of Oak of Dodona, might have been superior. Either way, we're just trying to get Panacea to hug a corner so we can validate putting down Sugar Plum Fairy. Especially with Frecky sidecar around. Having said that though, I like these pieces. I don't like having Sugar Plum Fairy. I think we're really open to losing... Not losing, that's not the correct phrase. We're setting up... Is this really... like, are they going to justify Sugar Plum Fairy that way? I don't think so. It's not the best use of our mana though. That's mostly the problem. It's not the best use of our mana. Yeah, this isn't mana efficient. But I don't think you can justify Thunderclap in this. So we're sort of hoping. Their turn was pretty dead as well. So far not a lot has happened. And we've got control weapons in our hands. We've got the Shroud of the Pit and the Trident. We don't have the Ringmaster. But Magmatar as well. I honestly think they're just debating whether it's worth trying to Thunderclap this. Oh, their Magnus comes down at a great time though, doesn't it? It's going to be winter for us next turn. Okay, this is a ninja. Slash Shinobi. Yeah, Panacea to this side would make Oak just a little bit more justifiable to the right, as you would normally prefer to put your Oak. Magmatar can kill this, no matter what Shinobi this is. This can be killed. Oh. Okay, well the worth we have just been given is so great that I'm not sure we can ever justify not using Magmatar now. That is 2 for 1 that you've given prematurely, right? Let's just do this quickly. Yeah, that is a bit much, isn't it? Wow. So they were trying to be mana efficient, but we just got a 2 for 1. Although I suppose in some ways you could say it's a tempo loss because, you know, Magnetar costs so much mana. But now you've got no mana to take this out, so... I think JJ's trying out a new deck, but even trying out a new deck, there have been some weird lines here, some really strange lines that I don't understand. Why are you... are they just messing around? I mean, I think they're messing around, of course, but... Shroud of the Pit, I think. Eventually that's where we're going, right? Shroud of the Pit. In which case... yeah. Just a complete disaster so far, I think. Yeah. I don't know what they were doing. I think we look at the replay before we do anything else. I don't know if that was their fault. I don't know what to make of it at all. That was strange. What just happened? Okay. Let's just have a look from their perspective. I think we need to understand what happened here and why it happened. Using Jaunts though, set up some situations. Not really. I'm not sure what this deck is. I mean, it's got quite the top end. It's got the normal purple. Having Draugr, Rissy, or Kraken is abnormal. Kraken is very abnormal. Okay. I'm not sure what that was. It didn't look especially fast either. Is this our chance? I think we've got Myth now. Without bigging it up too much, almost exclusively, the reason I've decided to go for a session is to get some experience against Myth. I think it's invaluable. I was saying during my summary of last season, this time around we don't need to avoid the big hitters. We've got plenty of time. These are learning opportunities. Although, you know, I said a lot of crap last season, didn't I? I still haven't been able to live down... There it is. I still haven't been able to live down saying that Myth was gatekeeping me. But this is what we wanted. Do I expect to win? No, I do not expect to win. But... I mean, this isn't going to affect anything. Do we just put this here instead? He's going for a big sympathizer turn. I just don't know how we can stop the sympathizer turn, if you know what I mean. I mean, trapezist looks obvious, doesn't it? Okay. I'm taking just slightly longer over the turn than it seems. Because I'd rather not make mistakes in this matchup. I'd rather we gained as much as we possibly could. Wow. Not messing around. Yeah, I don't hate this. It's not perfect. We could have set up on the right hand side anyway and pushed Panacea that way. Definitely not great. He's already doing the things that he wants to do. So they will get the worth, won't they? If I... Okay, do you just want to take it then? Okay. We're doing it on this side. Shinobi is going to come down on the other side, unfortunately for us. And get Ferry. Maybe we should just play Panacea to the right the entire time. We're giving him the chance to sacrifice whenever he wants, which isn't ideal. Also, Fairy is going to die very badly here. So. In fact, we kind of got run over. Did we just start really stupidly? I think so. I think we just started very badly, didn't we? Oh, I think we burn this for now. Yeah. I've seen some of the combos. I don't know the Myth deck that well, but I uploaded it because I've seen a couple of his games, and it looks awesome. Oak is not what we wanted here. Do I have to? I think so. Well, we asked for it and now we've got it. We are getting run over just a little bit. We want this over here just so we can force Shinobi. Although we are accidentally setting them up for Heaven. But Heaven isn't in his deck list, is it? I can't remember. I can't remember. A very key question. Is Stairway to Heaven in his deck list? Because if so, we have just given him so much value. We'll have to look at the deck afterwards. And he might have made some changes since I saw it last. But we're really just trying to push his minions together. We don't have Magmatar, but we need to play to that. Okay. Very nice. What are we taking here? I think it's this, isn't it? It's red anyway. Whatever it is, it's red. Storied Martyr. Okay. We haven't seen Spirited Away yet. Have we? You know, we could take, if he doesn't put down any rebels or zealots, we could take this trade and short stag. It sucks that we're getting hit for 2 every single time. It really sucks. Also, we would be walking into seal, which would really suck. But he doesn't. Oh, I think he has a seal of exile, doesn't he? Somewhere. Can't remember exactly where. Trapezist? No. Oh, Dark Passenger? Have we accidentally given him way too much value here? Yeah, this is sort of an easy Dark Passenger, isn't it? Okay. Well, that sucks. Oh, so impel over. Yep. Eight. 8 plus the 7. We'll see the seal, but then he will have 6, and it will go 7, 9. We won't die to it. Okay. Yeah, this is basically, do you have seal? And if he has seal, oh, well, I was incorrect, wasn't I? I was full of it. So impel over and destroy it. Wow, that's nice. If anything, we accidentally gave him more damage there because of conviction. Man, that sucks. Yeah, so stag goes down. The 3 also goes down. And then we've got it. Okay, good game, Myth. Seriously. Whether we won that or not, the important thing was just to get games against Myth. Also, it's slightly unfair because we knew who we were playing and we had an idea of the deck they were playing. Can I be pleased about that win? Oh, I'm not pleased about the win, I'm just pleased about playing Myth. This is a superficial consideration, but I don't like messaging people afterwards like, oh, GG, good game. Stuff like that. When I do end up on streams, I don't like going to stream afterwards like, GG, good game. I think it's just too much. I don't know. It's trying too hard, you know? It was a good game. We thumbed up at the end. At least I think we did. I can't remember if I thumbed up or not. I assume I did. Because I do it by accident when I'm playing Valkyries. You know, going to someone's stream, oh, good game, this happened, that happened. Play your matches, then look back. How well did you play? And then DM them later if you really want a sort of a tactical discussion and break the whole thing down. And actually, this is... I don't want to multitask. I don't want to run into Myth again until we actually have a clue of what we're going to do. Just say, this is the Myth deck though. This is what he's been playing. It's fascinating. It looks great. If we get a ranked queue, I think I might ignore it because this is important. Okay. Immediately I'm chatting rubbish, aren't I? Immediately I'm chatting rubbish. Okay. I don't know Doris. Oh, fantastic. Oh, fantastic. So Sea Lord's Trident isn't going to have fantastic value right now, is it? So that's probably the burn. Just a bit too slow. This is arguably a mistake, actually. Maybe I should have put this here. Sugar Plum Fairy plus Strigoi Pup feels a bit over the top. They have the Impel as well, so yeah. Should we just take what we have and not worry about the rest of it? Fated Firebird. That's our 4-drop though. Can we even afford to? Or do we need to? If we have to go down to raid the tombs, I think we've already lost. Yeah. I'm also trying to prepare for Extract Life, but I think that's excessive. Maybe Fated Firebird. Let's just try and get value out of Strigoi Pup right now. What we don't want to see is Sidecar. Oh, Valkyries. Valkyries, I'm so sick to death. I didn't know Doris was playing it. There's nothing we could have done, even if we knew he was playing it. Okay, he's playing a Valkyrie combo, a little bit. Okay. That's fair. We have 2 muses. I'm doing this because Swift plus Impel takes up quite a lot of mana, and I don't know if it's positive. I mean, 1 mana plus the cost of the Impel into a free. In that respect, we're ahead. Oh wow. Okay, so they're just moving across. Yeah, I understand. I'm not messing with Akara on this. To hell with that, mate. Yeah, so he's not using the mana for that, which is probably the correct play. I think Shadow of the Pit's too greedy again. Okay. No, happy to just take this then. So what do I want? Fated Firebird here would also, even if it's a Horned Edge, take this. So I think this is okay. Yeah. We're trying to play to 7-ring Ritual. I don't think they have an answer to 7-ring Ritual. Unless this deck is a really weird Valkyrie combo deck. And they've got a 7-ring Ritual of their own. But they're already... they're on the play, but in terms of mana, they already haven't burnt a card. They're trying to keep things even. So... Nice. Okay. So the tough is down. Is this the... I quite like Boneyard here, to be honest. But I also like Abaddon Panacea. This could suck though, couldn't it? Where do you want it here? Defensively. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We're leading up to 7 ring and they haven't burnt. Oh, thunderclap. Yeah, thunderclap, of course. Thunderclap is their counter to all of this, really. Nice. Okay. Taking that into account. Do we want to raid the tombs? I don't know if we're going to get the most use out of Oak here. But I think if they Horned Edge, this is still okay. Not perfect, but it's okay, you know. No, the win will come from here. If it comes from anywhere, it won't. Okay. And this as well. Over here. Okay, this is a weird line of play, but they have to buff Magnus. Thunderclap won't clear Oak, and Panacea will give us some health. Thunderclap is sort of what we want to see, because then they've used Magnus on one Thunderclap, and maybe we can, maybe it's fair, you know. Aha, okay. Seven ring. What we want is trapezist, right? Is this fair then? I mean, trapezist into Magnus. Giganto is going to be useful. I'm not sure it's going to be useful right now. Oh, you know what? I think Abomination is the play. Oh, they're going to get a lot of life though, aren't they? Yeah, okay, so this jumps over here and kills Oak, right? Actually, because then you'd have to impale that. Maybe that's not so bad. Do we Abomination over here then? Because that would threaten lethal, and then they would have to deal with this instead. Oh, I thought. Oh, I ran out of time. No, 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 no. We were going to win. Oh no, that was so bad. We took way too long. I should have had my headphones on my head so I could hear the countdown there. That was so silly. Great. Wow, that's nice. Do we have a counter? We don't have a counter. We don't have a counter. Bald Mountain won't do it. We've got 15. Thunderclap doesn't keep him in the game. Nothing keeps him in the game. I think we win. Yeah. With Oak on the board, it's so difficult. Okay. We played around a Thunderclap. I don't think that was wrong. That was okay. One game against Valks and my mind is like, wow, you know what, to hell. Already I'm back to hell with this. I don't want to play. I don't want to play if I have to do this. I just don't want to deal with it. To hell with this, to hell with Valkyries. My motivation is pretty shot. Do I want to play another match? Oh, right, I've got a mat reward. Oh, there is something important we need to do. This is more a personal thing, but I can't remember if I thumbs up myth. I need to know. So that if I ask him later about the deck, I know if he's gonna help me a lot or he's only gonna help me a little. Myth's always willing to help me. Sometimes he helps you more often if you're especially nice though. Even now I'm not sure if just going Panacea over here, but that would have dictated, you know, like putting this here then, what do we do? You know, Panacea goes, Fairy goes, guaranteed. That traps us in the corner. At least this way we force the Impel over. Put in Fairy. It does look weird putting Fairy in the corner, especially with Shinobi's Shadow. I'm not sure if it was objectively wrong or not. I think it was okay. We also need to look at his deck if we're gonna... Oh, that mutton noise. This is why I don't have the headphones on my head most of the time. Because stuff like that, I'm just like, oh, no thanks. I do not want to hear that mutton noise. This as well, we forced an Impel which used up his mana, and he's only at 5. You know, Myth's deck is very low. Having to Impel over, you know, it dictated the barkeep, it did a lot of things. Does it not show you? Oh, great. I'm just going to assume that we said good game. Oh, I'm so over this. Oh, Doris is Mithril 8. What's in my collection? Am I out of it, or just don't, or do I just not care? We got a mat reward. I can't remember what it was. Rare yellow card. Okay. I'll do this as part of the recording while I make up my mind whether I want to play another game or not. You know, I think there's something to Dissonant Drone. Not even a meme something. I think there's actually something to this card. Let's do the other things. Right. This is what I think the Myth deck is. Oh, it has Ghoul in it. That's not a problem for us. Even as we were playing, I could definitely see a match in which we lose. Because he managed to get the martyrs down, but he didn't manage to really get the maximum value out of them that he could have. As in, his deck didn't give him the options that would have allowed him to beat us. 2 Shinobis of Smoke, Pentacles at the top. Okay, he has 1 Seal of Exile and 1 Temptation, but he has Scion as well. So, wow, a lot of conviction. This deck is a bit scary to play against as well. I don't think there's a deck that this deck definitively loses to. I think it has not good matchups, but you know, even in terms of stuff like Reanimator, if you look at this deck list, there are ways of playing around Reanimator. Tons of them. I mean, just the kite on its own. They put down a Necromantic, and you say, well, I'm not going to crash anything. Thanks for that, though. Mutton as well. Rogue, yeah. Temptation. Seal, of course. Scion. I honestly think it's a great deck. I don't think we can go into a match with Myth, no matter what deck we have. If he's playing this, win percentage isn't going to be great. Oh, do I want to play again? If anything, maybe we made a mistake, because you get protection for, I think it's 2 minutes, it might be 3 minutes, after you've just played someone. So if we'd immediately jumped into a game after Doris, we might have got Myth again. And the whole point is to play against Myth. So, but Myth played 20 minutes ago. I'm glad though. His last match before that was 11 minutes before, so I wasn't sure if he was even online. Is it just Doris that's online? Oh, great. Okay. Well, we're going to stop there for now, I think. Because I'd rather not end up on another Step Your Game Up YouTube video. It only ends one of 2 ways and both of them are bad. Either I beat him and then, you know, there's a video, oh, Gatekeeper confirmed. Or I lose to him and there's a video, here's how to beat Gatekeepers in 5 easy steps. You know, he's smearing, accusing me of gatekeeping. Accusing me of gatekeeping for playing AI and casual matches. Let's just stop here. I just don't want to deal with that.